All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's International Red Fashion Experience, and today's show is Haters Amongst the Holidays. The only reason why I did this show is because you run into more haters because people are not happy. And when you're happy, you understand me, and extremely doing good, they want to hate on you. They want to hate on you because you're happy during the holidays. So they want to hate on the holidays, you know? They should be happy, but they're not because they're missing things in their life. They're by themselves, you understand? And they want to justify on what they have going, which is nothing, because they take it for granted, and they want to put you down and make you feel bad. And make you feel bad to make themselves feel good, but they don't really feel good because you don't feel good when you make someone else feel bad. It's just something they do to justify that they're better than you. They want to be better than you, you know what I mean, for whatever reason. Bring up old things from the past. 30, 40 years ago, they want to bring something up. Back to then, when you might have had a bad day, and they seen you on a bad day, right? Out of all your days, you've had all good days, but they've seen you had a bad day, so they want to bring the bad day up out of all the days in your life. They want to bring up the one bad day. So you know, when people do things like that, you just shake them. You understand? But you do not let them disrespect you. You do not let haters disrespect you and think they're going to get away with it. You know, you do not let them get away with saying anything derogatory, anything negative. You check them, and when they don't accept the checking, you cut them off. You say, "Man, I don't want to talk about it no more. Don't say nothing to me," and then you eliminate the conversation. You eliminate the negativity by eliminating the conversation. When you eliminate the conversation, you bring back goodness. What I mean by you bring back goodness is you bring back the greater of the effect of things. You bring back the greatness, you know. You bring back the greatness. You understand? And what I mean by bringing back the greatness is you let people know, you know what I mean, that you're not accepting the derogatory statement that they said trying to put you down or talk about you. You know, they think you're going to accept it. No, you bring it right back at them. You understand? And check them, and then go and walk around about your way. But don't let them get away with it, because they'll keep doing it. You know. And then when you do that, you feel better. They won't feel better, but they'll think about it. You understand? Before they say something to you again. You know, and that's all you want them to do is leave you alone. You just want to be left alone, because if they have nothing good to say, then they don't need to say anything at all. Because hey, you know, you don't need haters amongst the holidays. You know, you're happy, you're doing good, you're doing better than you ever did, but you got somebody who's going to bring back something, you know what I mean, amongst the past, you know what I mean? But bring back something negative about all the good you're doing, how good you look. They're going to find one bad thing to say something, you know, about, instead of bringing up the good. And that's why you know the haters, and you smash on haters right away. You don't let them get away. You check them, you understand? You know, in various positions, various areas. They do that. They want to bring back something amongst themselves all the time. You know, you have haters that talk about, when they was in New York or when they was here 30, 40, 50 years ago. Man, that don't mean nothing. What are you doing today? How are you doing right this minute? You know, they want to bring back way something back past, because they're not doing anything today. They're not happy right now. So they have to bring back things in the past. If you notice, they want to bring up things in the past because they do not have happiness today. And I have to honestly say I'm happy. I got a beautiful queen, you understand me? I'm going to give her a shout out because I got a queen in my life, you understand me? It makes me happy and out of sight. And I got to say, you know what I mean, that when you got good things to feel good about, hey man, when you got good things you feel good about, man, you don't worry. You do not worry, man. You do not worry. You know, you don't worry. You know, you constantly just be thankful and grateful for whatever you have in your life that's good. You look at the good, never look at the bad. And stay away from people that do that. If they can't be positive and enjoy the moment with you, then you ain't got no business messing with them, you know. And there's a lot of haters. I got haters that I keep a distance on now, because I know they have hate, you know, and I know about it because I've had encounters before, and they want to bring, and they have no reason to. But their success has been so far and in between, and what they doing to win, you know what I mean? If I wanted to win and do that, I could do that, but I don't do that. I concentrate on my happiness now. I've already been through that, money and happiness. I always told people that happiness is far more important than money. And when you once realize that, then that's what you concentrate on. You concentrate on your happiness. And if you can concentrate on your happiness and let that be your greater part of your life, and you be the best you can be in that area, man, you can't do nothing but win. You win it. And when you win it, man, that's what life's all about. Winning at life, you understand me? Not competing, not winning a race. Winning against yourself, being your better self, being your best self. Not comparing yourself with nobody else. These people competing and trying to be this and trying to be that. There's always somebody better than you. There's always somebody going to do better than you. And that doesn't make no difference, you know what I mean? You don't do that. Because you'll come to a rapid ending that won't be happy, You know what I'm saying? I had an uncle, you know what I mean? He was bitter, and he used to talk about my father, you know what I mean? And try to put him down and all that. And I realized back then, man, you understand me, when I looked up to him, and then I realized he wasn't happy. He wasn't happy in his life. He wasn't happy in his life, but he had a one-room house. It's not the house that he was in that determined his being happy or not. It was he was in it and he wasn't happy, you know what I mean? The clothes he used to have, he didn't have them no more. He had a handful. He wasn't dressed, you could be in a small place. You could be in a one room and whatever and be happy. You understand? That's not the point. The point is when you're not appreciating the things that you do have, you know what I mean? And don't try to compare yourself to what the other person has or what he has had. Don't compare yourself to that. Appreciate what you're doing right now. He didn't appreciate that. He'd always try to compare himself to my father. My father, he didn't care. He was just being his best self, and he was the way he was because he was just being all he could be, And he would steadily buying stuff, and he was along showing me he'd help all of them. He would help different ones, and, he was really doing good. And he just had the Midas touch, So you don't compare yourself to the next person. When you know what I mean. You don't do that. If my uncle would have concentrated on his happiness instead of hating on my father, because he would always talk about him. Everybody would talk about my father, but my father was generous. He had a good life. He lived the best life, and he had money, and he took care of his queen. He was the happiest out of all of them, out of all of his sisters, all of his brothers. He was the happiest. And he was the one that was more liberated. He helped them, and he didn't trip. He didn't worry. He didn't never worry. He didn't do none of that. He took care of his business, and he didn't have no repercussions on that. He lived his best life all the way to the end. And I went to his gravesite not long ago. I went there. He was my age, died when he passed away, and my life is just beginning. You understand what I'm saying? When it was in it. But the point I'm making is, you look at what you have and what you got, and you be your best self. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I was living a different lifestyle. See, I cleaned my act up and got myself together and got sobriety, got clean, 26 years clean and sober, and I did what was best for me, and I lived the best life in my sobriety and my cleanness, which that's why I said before when I was chasing money, that didn't mean a lot to me. That wasn't everything to me. Everything to me was not that. It's just like now. Like now the holidays are here. I used to didn't care for the holidays. I would worry and be trying to make money, and I did. It was years where I made plenty of money during the holidays. Christmas was the day I made more over $1,000 that day of celebrating. I'll never forget it. Me and Pretty Boy was there, at that time. We went there and me and him was hustling. We made plenty of money. But those days are over with. The hustling is not there no more. People aren't making money no more. The slum game is not on that level no more. And the people that are hustling in that regards to doing that, it's a whole different game now. They're doing other things. And it's like this. I'm on a different page. I'm not chasing money no more. I'm chasing happiness. And the reason why I said that is because it don't take a lot to be happy. It takes a state of mind as well as your state of mind, being happy, thinking the right thoughts, doing your best, associating with good, positive people. If you're not put good, positive people, be by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And eliminate the negativity in your life. And be in a state of mind where you're celebrating. As long as you do that, you're going to win. You'll be on a winning note. You dig? And by you being on a winning note, you learn very, very, very fast. You understand me? That you have to be one to be victorious. You know what I'm saying? Be winning. Don't compete with other people. Think positive. Stay positive. People that talk negative, haters that have that, they have that philosophy, that outlook. You get away. You don't say nothing to them. You get away from them. Get away from them fast. You don't tolerate that. I know when I was at the chicken place, I tolerated a lot of negativity at the time because I was in there making money, and I didn't. And that was what I chose at the time. I was still, chasing dollars that made sense. Now I don't let that be a deterrent. I don't chase money no more. I chase happiness. And I realize, you understand me, that by chasing happiness, you become happy. And when you become happy, you know what I'm saying? You do that for yourself. You don't, that's like when you post things on Facebook, you don't worry about the reactions from the people, because a lot of times people won't react, but they'll see it. They won't say nothing because they have a little bit of envious and jealousy because you're so happy and you're so positive and you're so consistent. See, your consistency brings you to victory. When you're consistent, see, that's a continuous amount of winning. Just like looking good. If you dress as your blessing, you're on the winning note. People gonna hate that, man. They hate because you're winning. Because you have that recipe. You have the recipe to win. To be successful in what you do. If dressing is your blessing, you understand? If matching as your heart attached to your queen, like I am with mine, this is what I do. This is my victory. This is what I strive toward. I got my thing, what I do. I don't compare myself with nobody else. I be my best self with my queen, and that's what we do. You understand me? It's our thing. I don't follow nobody else. I do my thing. If somebody follows me, that's them. But I'm the leader in this thing. You understand? And as long as I know I'm the leader, and that I'm the one that they come up with it, and I produced it and made it manifest, then that's cool. Give me credit for where it's due. But a lot of people don't want to do that. These are these haters that see you do something, and they'll do it, or they'll see somebody else doing it, and they'll give them credit for it, and they know you're the one that was doing it way before them. They won't give you a recognition. That's hate. That's amount of hate. Because there's things I've been doing for 20, 30, 40 years ago. And they don't want to recognize me for being that way. Just like being the best dressed. They never want to say that I'm the best dressed. They never want to give me my props for being the best dressed or for being a great dresser. They never want to say that. They never want to say, where's this, where's that? He's a great dresser. He's one of the best. No, they're not going to say that. Because there's a amount of hate on that. There's a amount of hate on that. If they don't want you to be recognized as dressing better than them, because they all think they're good dressers. Every player thinks he's a good dresser. Every one of them. But there's some that do it better, some do it more consistently. How many do it every day like I do it? I do it every day. No, they do it on the weekends. They do it when they go to a player's ball. Tell it like it is. But they don't want to give me credit for doing mine every day. That's hate. When you don't want to recognize a person that does it every day. Slim Diamond, I got to give him a shout out. And Bishop Don Juan. They gave me my respect. They called me ambassador to the game. They gave me the title to go along with my dressing every day because I represent the game. And they respect that and they acknowledge it. These are the kind of people I'm talking about that give you your credit when credit is due, that are lovers and not haters. And that's what you better be. They dress themselves. They tough, so they, you know what I mean, they recognize me. You understand? And that's what it's supposed to be. Recognize other people in the game for what they do, you know, and what they did or how they did it. It's not that you do it every now and then and you might do it good, but consistency, doing it every day. Man, that ain't easy doing it every day. Ain't very few people I know that do it every day. I don't know too many that do it every day. You know, that's why I say to myself, you understand me, that I gotta give my own self applause. You understand me? And give my own self my props and my respect and my love, because I know a lot of people don't. You know, they know I'm tougher than them, but due to the fact that they older, they think they supposed to be sharper than you. Man, you ain't sharp because you older. They got old fools, and the old fools are the worst fools. You know? And there's two of them I know that's the biggest fools I know. You understand me? And it's crazy to be an old fool. You know what I'm talking about? When you're not willing to learn or be a wise individual, you know what I mean? Wisdom, if you're wise and you're older, it's just like I see my doctor the other day. She was asking me for advice. She's 32. She's young. But she was asking me advice on relationship. I gave her the advice because I have this through experience. When I was her age, I didn't know what I knew. But through the experience that I have, I got it right now at 71. I should have it right. If you're going to grow and progress and learn from your mistakes, then you're going to be better. You're going to be great the older you get. You understand me? That's the way it goes. If you're paying attention. But then you got old people that are old fools that don't learn nothing by time. They stay stuck on a negative area. You know, there's a cat named Joe that's the same way. He's an old fool. And he's bitter and hateful, and he's old, but the age don't mean nothing. Because you're a bigger fool as you get older. You know, and I noticed that the older a fool is a fool. And if he don't change and change his attitude, he just gonna be a bigger fool. That's all. And I stay away from them fools. I don't have time to be around them people. You know, I don't be around those fools. And I tell you something else. I don't be around a whole lot of not negativity, but a whole lot of men. I don't need to be around a lot of men. You know, I need to be around women, or be around my woman, and just be, you know, occasionally see certain people. You know, I'm not gonna be one to be around. Make that a habit of being around dudes. I'm not gonna make it a habit, because what happens, I see these cats don't never have a woman. You never hear them talking about going out with a woman, or never doing nothing with a woman, because all they're talking about is what they're doing, making plans for them, potlucks and things that a bunch of hardheads doing. No, I never was in the military, and when I was in jail, I was glad to get away from there so I could integrate with women. I never was one to be around a bunch of men, and I don't understand that philosophy. You know, it's not good. If you're gay, you should be around women still, so you'll learn how to be a better woman, if that's what you want. You know, it's always good to be around women. It ain't never good to be around men. I mean, I'm talking about if you're gay or straight, you still ain't got to really be around a bunch of men. You know, if you ain't all gay, it don't make sense. You get around, you understand me, the people that you want to be around that's doing what you're doing. Growing and being the best they can be. You know, you want to be that. You know, you want to be your best self. You know, you want to be your best self. You want to be one to be with the best. And the way you do that, the way you be the best around your best self, is always, you understand me, remember, you're doing it for you. You don't tell people how much money. People brag and try to tell you how much money they got and all that. Why would you do that? Why do they do that? Because they're trying to prove a point to you. They're trying to prove a point to you, all the ones that do that. I don't care how much they have, if something missing. You know why? If something wasn't missing, they would be content and they'd be quiet. Because the more you have, the quieter you should be. You should be quiet about what you have. Yeah, you should definitely be quiet about what you have. You know, you should not brag, because you attract haters. When you brag and talk about yourself and talk about other people, you know what I mean? When other people do that, it's got more validity. When other people speak on you, it's solid. I remember that, man, when I was on the track, I always let other people spread my name, let my name ring. When your name is ringing through other people, it holds more power. When you spread words and you brag on yourself, it takes power away. You know. You know what I'm saying? And people think less of you when you do that. When you just show and tell, when you just play the part, play the role, look the part, you dress sharp and do what you do. You understand me? And be the best you can be and wear real. If you got a mink hat and don't have the mink coat, wear the real, make sure the hat is real. Don't wear a fake mink hat and a mink coat and they're not real. Wear the best of what you wear and make sure it's the best. You understand me? If you wear the best and what you wear is the best, man, you're gonna be something else. You know? And that's real, man. You know, a lot of people don't understand that. You know. But I'm getting better and better. I'm gonna enhance my wardrobe to a higher degree. Make it better, you understand me? You know, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Just like I got this hat, I'm gonna have it make on the suit. Joe Black come up with that. Joe Black used to had a mink on the collar of his suit, man. Suit with mink collar on it, man. That is so cold. A suit with a mink collar, man. Man, you a bad son of a gun when you do that. You know. Yeah, when you put that together, man, you ain't playing. You are not playing. I'm thinking about doing it too. I'm thinking about that's why I gotta think. I might put it on the duster. You understand? Put the collar on the duster instead of the red coat. Because the duster go with more stuff. You know? But the thing about it is, you always try to enhance and make yourself better at what you do and make sure you be the best you can be, you understand? And show love to people. Bring out the best. Speak good. You know, speak good. Always say something good. You look good, you know, like that. When I said that, the cat said, well, you don't look good. You know, when he said drop the lug on me, I started off doing the right thing. Because that's what you do. You start off on a positive note. If they negative and they say something negative, then you rebuttal. You know what I mean? You put them on a burner. You don't accept the negative that they shot at you. You understand? You roast them to get them off your back so they ain't gonna say nothing to you no more. You don't take that easy. When you try to be positive and they come to be negative, you roast them, toast them, put them on a burner, and let them go. Don't continue to indulge in them. You do that simply because you don't want to continuously having a relationship with them. You let them know you don't want to have nothing to do with them. You let them know that so they'll stay away from you. So if they see you, if you don't, they'll keep coming at you with that negativity and that poison will be coming at you wherever they see you. And you don't want them to do that. You ain't trying to be around them. You don't owe them nothing. Look, I don't care how long you've been knowing them. And that's what first thing they bring up. Oh, man, I've been knowing you. Man, we go way back. I'm still the same person. Yeah, I'm not. You understand? They the same person, you're not. And you tell them you're not. I'm not the same person, and I'm on another level. That's what I said. You understand? And let them know that you're better than you were before. And if they don't accept it, that's cool. But you let them know where you're coming from, and you give a positive mental attitude. You stayed on that note. As long as you stay on a positive mental attitude, you understand me, and you elevate your life, you understand me, to the highest extent, and then you be the best you can be, then that's all you can do and continuously be happy. You know? And live your life, you understand? Because they mad anyway. They see you shining with your woman and everything. She shining, you shining. You getting compliments from everybody loving you. They don't like that, man. They hate that. They hear about you. They hear about you through the grapevine, everybody saying different positive things. They'll hear say it, but they don't say nothing to you. That's how you know they're haters. When you talk to a cat and you've been knowing him for years, but he never mentioned your woman or your queen, and he never say, man, oh yeah, you and your woman look good. He ain't gonna say that because he's a hater and he's jealous. And you can tell it. You know the hater's still there. It's just like a stick of dynamite ready to blow off. But I ain't gonna give it to him. That's why I don't talk that much to him. They talk about me amongst themselves. They're not gonna tell me though. Just like when he said the negative stuff to my partner roasted him. You understand me? He was saying it because he was trying to get a thing. He was gonna get him to go along with that bullshit. You know? That's hate, man. You a hater. You know what I mean? You a hater for real, but it's okay. You understand? Because I know I'm great, and when you hate, that makes me greater. You know, when you hate and I know I'm great, man, I'm doing good. I'm shining bright. I'm living a good life. And I see the haters hate more, man. You understand? Like that boy had something to say about, he had to holler about New York. Another hater, you understand? You see him doing, that's why I say haters during the holiday. It seems like they come out the woodwork. You understand? With negativity. But I'm steady going to shine bright and let them know that I'm doing good in life. You know what I'm talking about? They want to see you do bad. You know, but you're doing way better than them. You know, silent as this, they got all this hate, you know. And their life ain't the greatest because they've had heart attacks and, you know, they had all type of things where they should be more humble, but they're not. You think they'd be more humble, but they're bitter and sad and envy you. You know, they envy you. Yeah, jealousy and enviness, I'm going to tell you something. Jealousy and enviousness was been around for years. It's been around back in them days. It was around then. It was around back in those days. It was around a lot. Jealousy and enviousness. It was around back then. It was around. It was around in those days, but the point about it is it wasn't as bad. It's bad now because they take it to the extremes. You know what I mean by that? Take it to the extremes. Niggas want to hurt you and everything. That man was about to jump out of his seat just because of what I told him was true. And I'm happy and I'm doing good. That showed me he's not. He's unhappy because he jumped up, was ready to do something. Then he gonna tell other people something about something that ain't got nothing to do with that. About years ago, you know, I said to myself, man, what's wrong with these people? You understand me? Trying to sort on me. You understand me? I'm the greatest thing ever. I'm the greatest. But they want to hate on this real game. You know, man, they want to hate on it. You know? You know what I'm saying? They want to hate on me. You think I'm the best I can ever be. You know, and I'm doing better all the time. Man, I ain't got time for that. I'm living my best life, man, these cats. You know, that's why, like I said, I keep my business to myself. I don't say nothing. I don't talk about it. I don't brag. I let the other people do it. They got to brag because they got to let you know that they're doing whatever they're doing. They got to prove a point to you. You know what I mean? They got to let you know they're doing good. And that they're not jealous or envious about the people that, you know, whoever they around. You know, if you got a sister and she's doing way better than you, the other, man, you just be happy with what you're doing. Be your best self. You two are two different people. You know? I got one sister that has everything she should have, but is not happy. I got another sister that has what she got, and she's happy. You understand? Because she being the best she could be and being happy doing it. And that's what you have to do. You have to be your best self. You understand? If you be your best self, and then let no one, you understand me, interfere, you know what I mean, upset your momentum. You know, your happiness. It's like this young girl. I'm in the store, right? If I might have not said, excuse me, the point is, you in the way blocking the aisle. If I went around you and didn't say, excuse me, I'm with a cane, I'm handicapped, and I'm an old man. You 20 years old, I'm 71. You understand? You need to bow down and respect your elders. That's the first thing. You do not, you understand me, confront someone. And then hear my woman, let the woman in front try to be nice. And this woman didn't consider that at all. She didn't consider that at all. She had hate. That's why I said you got to mind your own business, stay away from people. But some people like to talk to people and do that. That's cool. I have nothing against that. You know? You understand? Because more people are good than they're all bad. So very seldom do you run into somebody like that. Very seldom. It's like 1 out of 100, you know. Most people are good, especially during the holidays. You know, but mostly people are good all the time. Most people are good and happy all the time. So keep your happiness, if you're on that pace, stay that way. Take the high road. Don't take the low road. I'm on the fence. I can flip real fast and roll somebody and put them on the butter quick. Through my experiences in the past and dealing with a lot of haters. I have more haters than the average person the way I look and the way I am. You understand? That's why I deal with them like I do. Because I know I got haters like that. They come at me with that madness. You understand? But I'm happy as I ever been, so I don't let that be a trouble thing to me. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to let this show go because it's the end of the show, and it's time to say goodbye. Happy holidays, and I will see you next year. International Red will see you in 2024, and we're going to make that a better year, and we're going to be more positive, we're going to be better, we're going to be greater, we're going to be greater later.